Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Brothers channel. And there's so many leaks, there's so many shoes coming out, which is awesome. But there's been a leak of the Trae Young 2, and also we have official images. I believe this was like an event, probably out in China, obviously an Anta event, and we have some better pictures of the Anta KT8. The KT8 has been, or the KT line has been pretty damn solid. So yeah, let's get it started off with the KT8, right? And we've already seen pictures of it. And something that I'm super interested in is the ankle area, right? As you guys can see, the ankle area, it kind of goes very high up on the ankle, but then you can also fold it down, you know what I mean? And make it into a low top. So I wonder if that's gonna be good for ankle support, right? You can see that it kind of clips down if you fold it down. So that's something that I'm very interested in. Also, the material looks very nice. You know, it looks like I mean, KT's line has always been kind of like a very good, you know, bang for your buck shoe, just because it's more on the cheaper side, but you get really good quality tech, and also the shoe is made very, very well. So yeah, I mean, it looks great. I do like the Anta logo on the side as well. And the foam is probably N2, you know what I mean? So I believe it's like Nitro Edge or Nitro Speed foam. Pretty much the same exact foam found in the KT7. However, the KT7 was crazy caged. And I mean, I don't know, like, the KT7 was like, the heel was very high. So it does make sense why they caged it, because the N2 foam is very, very, very soft, right? So, but the KT8, it still looks super thick. I mean, and it's not caged at all. So maybe, no, it doesn't even look like it's an encasing. It doesn't look like it's a carrier actually. So I wonder how soft it's going to be, you know. But also look, it looks like one of those midsoles where it kind of like wraps up around the side of the shoe. So it's probably not as thick as it looks on the outside of the shoe, but it still looks pretty thick, you know what I mean? So I'm very curious with the cushion, you know, and the only place that's caged is in the midfoot with this kind of like plastic, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, we can see it says N2 right here, so it's definitely N2 foam, and N2 foam is super soft. It's not as bouncy as like Boom from Leaning. Like Boom from Leaning is super nice. It's very light density, and there's a lot of rebound back, and it's soft. The N2 foam, not as bouncy, but it's still like super soft. So yeah, the cushioning setup I'm super excited about. And also on the medial side, there is a little bit of caging as well, and that's probably connected to like a plastic midfoot chain plate. But also another thing that's kind of weird is the lacing, right? If you look at a regular shoe, right, it's more just like this, you know what I mean? Like it's just an opening like this, and then you put the laces and there's a tongue. But for the KT8, it looks like it gets super narrow, especially at the edge, you know, more near the forefoot, which is kind of weird. So I wonder how like the lockdown is gonna be in the forefoot. If you can't tighten it in the forefoot, like if you don't have a good fit in the forefoot and kind of like in the midfoot area, it doesn't look like you're gonna be able to tighten it down all too much, which definitely does suck, but we'll have to see on that. But the KT7's been out for quite a while. The KT7 low came out, but like it's kind of weird because like the KT8 is pretty much a low. You know what I mean? I guess it's like a makeshift high / low, which is really cool, but like how are they gonna make a KT8 low for this? You know, I feel like the KT line has always had a low version, and low version always had a really nice knit material, you know what I mean? But anyways, I like how it looks, and I'm super excited about the KT8. And also we had some better leaks of another colorway of the Lebron 20, and it has been confirmed that this is the Lebron 20, which is really weird because since like, I'm trying to think, every single Lebron for a really, really long time, like 10+ years has had like a visible air unit. You know what I mean? Whether it be Air Max or the crazy zoom unit or whatever. And then now the Lebron 20 comes out and there's nothing. It's just a foam. You know what I mean? And I really like how it looks. It looks absolutely amazing. I love the double swoosh. This colorway is sick as well. It's a bread colorway, but the swoosh is like an iridescent. You know what I mean? It kind of like glows and reflects light. And also like the double swoosh looks great. And also on the medial side, there is a regular swoosh. The material looks to be a very nice Flyknit material. It looks super thick though. So it reminds me of like the Lebron 15 or maybe Lebron 16, but like it takes it back and it looks like just a regular normal shoe. You know what I mean? So like how much is it gonna be? Probably gonna be around like $180, like as per usual for a Lebron. But also like, what is the foam? What is that foam? Like in the forefoot, in this picture, it actually that doesn't look like foam. It looks like maybe like a plastic, you know what I mean? But also, you know what? It looks like it has amazing court feel. It looks super low to the ground, which I like, as you guys all know. The LeBrons are notorious for having really, really bad court feel, like super high up off the ground. So I wonder what changed. You know what I mean? Maybe LeBron was like, the LeBron 19 was terrible. You know, I don't think I saw LeBron playing the LeBron 19 all too much. He was playing the Ambassador so much. Maybe that was it. You know, maybe he was like the LeBron 19 and like all the other shoes with the, you know, the Air Max and the heel was just too much. I want something simple, just like the Ambassadors, and that's probably what happened for the LeBron 20. So it looks super good for court feel. And yeah, I'm super curious as to what the foam is. You know what I mean? Maybe, is it just Phylon? It doesn't look like React, because React usually has like a special pattern on it. Maybe Cushlon, I don't know, but if you look at the actual shoe, there's not a whole lot of compression marks, so I'm guessing it's more like a stiffer Phylon, right? But what kind of zoom unit are they using? Are they using a full-length zoom strobel? It doesn't say anywhere on the shoe, like, or actually like on the lateral side at least, like it doesn't say zoom or anything. So could it be just no zoom unit? Could it be a zoom turbo unit in the forefoot? Could it be a, like the Zion, maybe, I do like the Zion cushioning setup, you know, like very large volume zoom unit in the forefoot and then air strobel unit in the heel. I don't know what they're doing, but it's probably gonna be something crazy because LeBrons always have crazy cushioning setups, you know what I mean? So I'm very curious as to what that is. And also the tongue looks super minimal. It doesn't look like it has a lot of padding either. But yeah, I'm in love with the LeBron 20. It looks really, really cool. And I'm super excited to try it out. It should be coming out soon, probably when the season starts, right? But now let's get on with the Trae Young 2, right? So the Trae Young 1 has been out for quite a while. A super solid shoe. I mean, it was a little bit on the heavier side. You know, I think it's like 13 something ounces. No, 14.22 ounces. Yeah, it's pretty damn heavy. And like not super bulky, but you know, like comparing it to shoes that I really like to play in, like the Curry 9, the PG6, 2A2, it's more on like the bulkier, heavier side, you know what I mean? But it was still a nice shoe, and the cushioning setup was great. I guess like the main thing that they changed about it is the material though. Like the material here in the Trae Young 1 was like, it's kind of like stiff. It got soft, you know, once you broke it in and stuff, but overall it's not as, you know, soft as like the Curry 9 or the Kyrie Infinity, you know what I mean? But in the Trae Young 2, I am super excited because it looks like a very nice prime knit. Hopefully it's not too thick and too bulky or anything. But yeah, it looks like the Harden Volume 4 just a tiny bit. You know what I mean? Also the ankle collar area, it looks to be like a stretchier type of knit. And it's just like, you know, the lacing system, it kind of reminds me a little bit of the Harden Volume 4. And also kind of like a BYW, you know what I mean? And I do like the 3 stripes design. You know, in the forefoot, we can see that it probably goes all the way across on the material like this. And also we can see that there are 3 stripes on the outsole. And there's also some really crazy lateral counters. You know, we can see the plastic coming up in the forefoot, in the midfoot also. And I guess the heel is pretty much like, there's nothing, but there's probably an internal heel counter, right? Also, the cushioning setup looks very similar, right? You know, the boost here in the heel. And as far as the foam goes, are they using light strike? I do have the tech specs, right? So as far as the tech specs go, it says Trae Young 2 is going for 130 bucks. So I do like the pricing, but it says Boost. Boost is an industry-leading and revolutionary cushioning technology which gives the ultimate energy return. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. No, it doesn't. It's more like soft and mushy, right? If you're talking about energy return and bouncy, zoom, react, boom from leaning, you know what I mean? Light strike, I feel like even has more bounce than boost. But anyways, boost, responsive cushioning for endless energy. No. A light strike is super light cushioning designed for explosive movement and next level comfort. Light strike, a lightweight and highly responsive midsole material that delivers great cushioning and comfort. So it doesn't say where it is. You know what I mean? It doesn't say, oh, it's full length or it's in the forefoot or heel or whatever. But looking from the actual picture, it looks like, you know, the boost is in the heel. And I do like how the boost is colored. You know what I mean? Usually Adidas doesn't color boost that much. I mean, they did figure out how to do it. You know, remember before they're like, we don't know how to color it because it'll mess with the performance of the boost or whatever. But they figured it out. So I do like how they, you know, made it a different color. You know, in the Trae Young one, they didn't really change the color of the boost, right? The light strike, I'm guessing it's pretty much probably the same setup as the Trae Young one. You're probably a full length setup. But if you look at the actual like insole, like if you remove the insole and look at the strobo board, there's boost there, right? Right underneath your foot, and you can see a cutout of like a softer kind of boost there. So it's basically just a boost pod. It's not like full length light strike. You know, if you guys can see, it's just light strike is just on the outsole here, right? And as far as like underneath your foot, light strike is more in the midfoot and in the forefoot area. So it's probably the same setup here in the Trae Young 2. And also it says SCK, so maybe sock 360 knit upper. So it's a 360. I mean, it looks like a one booty upper, you know what I mean? And you know, the Trae Young 1 was a one booty upper as well, but it was like terrible design in my opinion because there's only 2 eyelets, you know? So if it was a terrible or sloppy fit for you, you can't really change any of that and like improve the lockdown or anything. But here in the Trae Young 2, it looks like there are more eyelets. It looks like, you know, for the first couple eyelets, the laces go through the upper. But like, you know, there's like 6 eyelets, so that's better than the Trae Young 1, but also it's like really close together and it's only like in the midfoot, you know what I mean? It doesn't really go down into the forefoot that much either, so that definitely does kind of suck. But it says it completely wraps the foot for next level lockdown and agility, so hopefully it's like a very nice stretchy material, which kind of like, you know, hugs your foot very nicely for a better fit. But yeah, as far as the release date, we have the release date at October 1st, you know, so October 1st, 2022. So that's in like what, 2 months? Oh my God, yeah, that's in 2 months. Wait, that's weird. I have the price for the Trae Young 2 at 140 bucks for this one, but then on the other like page, it says 130 bucks, which is kind of weird. It's probably, you know, different colorways, you know what I mean? Like they did the same thing here in the Trae Young 1, where some colorways were like 130 and 140 bucks. So that's probably what they're doing for the 2 as well. But anyways, those are the leaks of the Trae Young 2. Tell us your thoughts down in the comment section below. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.